Hi everyone, I am here to share with you how I created the page flags that I showed on Instagram the other day. Somebody had actually requested these, and these are the page flags that I created for my planner, my happy planner. And so for these, you will just need a pencil, some tacky glue, some Aleene's tacky glue, a glue stick, and some alligator clips, and a pair of sharp scissors. I don't show the sharp scissors, but I end up using my Tim Holtz scissors. And some 6x6 paper, some scrap paper, or 12x12 paper, whatever you have. I'm using 6x6 paper for my 6x6 paper pads because I find it that the smaller print actually makes cuter page flags. So here I'm just going to get a page flag and I am sticking it down so that I can kind of get a measurement. And you're going to want it on your right side of your trimmer, so that you can kind of move the paper with your left hand and hold it down with your left hand. And so, yeah, so you have more of a flat area to hold that paper down. And so here I just measured it out and I kind of went to the nearest notch on my ruler and I started cutting from there. And I actually got this tutorial online. I will get the link to that video and I will put it down in the description box so you guys can go and check that out. And so it was really quick to make. And what you are... they're not going to be sticky on the back. Mine are not sticky, but you can easily use a repositionable glue stick and stick it on each one of your page flags individually. And then that way it'll be sticky when you pull it off. But I end up using a Tombow adhesive, one of the small ones. I carry it in my little planner bag, which is nothing fancy. I haven't even shared that because I have like 2 pins. That's all I own for my planner. 2 black American Craft pins. I had a red one. I unboxed, I got it from Studio Calico. I took it out and then guess what? I can't find it anymore. So here I'm just going to be making the little case that the page flags come in, the little booklet. And so I'm just going to measure it out on one of the 6x6 paper pads. For this, you will need 5 6x6 paper pads, 5 6x6 papers from a paper pad for the page flags. And then you will need 1 6x6 paper from that same page paper collection for the little booklet. Because I like to coordinate, but I mean, you don't have to. You can go by colors, themes, whatever. So what I find easier is I just get like 5 papers that kind of match to kind of make my page flag so that they all kind of coordinate and go together. But you definitely don't have to do that. You can mix and match like you want. The first page flags that I did, I mixed and matched, and I actually liked the way they came out. But I thought I'd do a couple by collection just to see how they would come out. And I actually do like the way these came out. And so here I'm trimming it down because I kind of made it crooked. It did not come out totally like I wanted. And then I am going to be sticking down that little typewriter that says just a note. And I'm going to be sticking that down so that way it'll have a little something on the front. And I did end up scoring. I marked and scored where I needed to. And I used the booklet from Target as a template, which is perfect because you get the right measurement. However, you can only fit 15 of each page flags onto the little booklet for it to close correctly. So here I'm just going to use this page flag and I'm going to be measuring from top to bottom, and I'm going to be notching the little triangle at the tip, and then I'm going to put it right underneath and start again so that I can get the most for my from my little cuts that I made. And you're just going to do that. I did that to 2 of them because it makes, the 6x6 paper makes 10 of those strips. And so I do it on 2, and then I put 4 in each strip, 4 of each strip to make 5. And I cut them out that way so that way my scissors aren't having to work to cut, because my Tim Holtz scissors are not that sharp and I have not sharpened them. So I kind of broke it up in half. I split the banners in half, or I'm confusing myself now. I split the cuts in half, and then I cut them out from there. As you can see, I'm just going to stack them up, and I will be holding on to them while I cut. And I'm just going to cut straight lines where those triangles are, where the notches are. I'm just going to cut right across there, and then I'm going to go in and notch out that triangle tip. And I hope that this helps you guys if you are planning on making these. They're really simple. They do take a while to create, but I mean, they're really fun because you can coordinate them with whatever you want and with what you have on hand. I'm going to be working on some Heidi Swap ones next. And if you guys did hear about her, the tragedy that happened with her and her second oldest son, I saw it on Instagram. He did pass away. So if you guys keep Heidi Swap and her family in your prayers, because it's there's nothing worse in this life, I think, than losing one of your children. So yeah, I'm just going to be notching these out. And as you can see, it takes a while, and that's because I fast forwarded this part. It doesn't even seem like it. It's taking quite a bit. And so I'm just going to use those alligator clips to clip them together so that I can keep all of them together, because I don't like to have random page flags coming off as I peel them. I like to have them all the same, so I know, okay, these are all going to be with stars, or these are all going to have stripes. But I mean, if you like them randomly, then you don't have to use the alligator clip. You can use that towards the end when you start to separate them to get the 15 to put into your booklet. Yeah, my son, he's watching TV right now, and I'm pretty sure that you guys can probably hear it. It's super loud, and he probably is. He's already asleep, I'm sure of it, because the TV's not turned off. If the TV's turned on, that means he's asleep already, because he'll usually turn it off. And so I'm going to be right here. As you can see, I notched them. I notched them. I put them all together, and I counted out 15 of each one, and I put the alligator clip on there. And as you can see, I hold it down so that the top can be level and even, and then I put the clip in here. I'm just going to be squeezing some tacky glue onto a scrap piece of paper, and I'm going to be dabbing those little top tips into the glue and then dabbing off the excess. And then with my finger, I'm going to go in and I'm going to pat it in to make sure that it absorbs into each paper. And that's what's going to keep them together, but it doesn't make them sticky on the backs. So if you want them sticky on the backs, this is where you would go in and you would use your repositionable glue stick, and you would stick it on each individual one, and then you will stick them on top of each other, and then you'll stick the alligator clip on to keep them together until they dry. And then you can stick it onto a dashboard or onto a booklet or whatever you want to do. I just like having the booklets because I think it makes it easier to carry around. But I mean, if you have a dashboard, you can just stick them onto your dashboard with that repositionable glue stick as well. And I'm just going to do this to all 5. And as you can see, I'm still taking some extra glue off because these did have quite a bit, because I was trying to make sure I was in frame and checking to make sure that I was doing it correctly. And as you can see there, I am holding the alligator clip by the little silver part, and that keeps your hands from getting onto the rest, because I did have some glue on my fingertips, and it kept the glue from getting onto the rest of the paper. And yeah, so I'm going to continue to do that, and I don't know, what am I doing right there? I think I was cleaning my hands. I have no idea what I was doing. And so I'm going to continue to do that, and this is the last one. And then I'm going to let them dry. And I usually let them dry for about 10 to 15 minutes to make sure that they are completely dry. They don't have to be completely dry because they're going to be in the booklet, and if they get stuck in the booklet, it's totally fine. And as you can see, I'm back now. They have dried, and I'm showing you what they're going to look like once they're dried. You can pull them apart, but they're still going to be stuck at the tips. And then I'm just going to figure out how I want to put them in. So I'm just trying to see what's going to work best. And I don't even think I go with the design that I share on here. I think I totally switch it when I put them in there. And so here I'm just going to put my glue. That's what I'm going to use the glue stick for. And you just put the glue stick down onto the booklet, and then you just stick them down wherever you need to place them in. I always start with the edges and work my way in to make sure that they all fit in there nice and even. And that's that. There is a little booklet. I will put an alligator clip on it just to make sure that it stays kind of closed. I will keep it that way it'll stay shut, and then tomorrow I'll end up taking that little alligator clip off, but you don't have to do that. And I do have 2 pictures sharing with y'all what they look like. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.